At the beginning of 1938, the Englishman George Hogg arrived in China as an independent journalist. In 1941, at the invitation of his friend Rewi Alley, George Hogg became the director of the Bailie Technical School in Shaanxi.
Here, in our place, everything is very calm. No bombing even, as all the Japanese planes are temporarily engaged elsewhere. We have a school here full of oddly humorous boys. One of them lost his mother on a crowded ferry while evacuating Shanghai, and never found her or his family again. One is a newspaper vendor, or was. 4 or 5 are refugees from Manchuria since the Mukden incident of 1931. These sharp-witted ones are mixed up with some native peasant boys. They learn to talk each other's dialects, big ones, small ones, middle school graduates and near illiterates, all mixed up and all learning from each other, and I from them. They're just at the age when Chinese kids are most apt to begin to be nationalistic. We had a few stormy sessions about opium wars, foreign concessions and such like, but it all calmed down when they realized that, in spite of the height of the respective bridges of our noses, we really saw more or less eye to eye on these subjects. We've only got about 30 boys so far. They learn all kinds of things. Each day there are 5 hours of class work plus 3.5 hours practical work in our own workshop or in various co-ops in the neighborhood. I don't teach much, some English, economic geography, current affairs, singing and cooperation. But there is plenty to do putting the school on its feet and organizing things in general. My original plan to stay in China for 6 months or so and get a deeper knowledge of the country than I would as an ordinary tourist certainly extended itself. Didn't it? I don't think I shall ever be able to leave it permanently anymore. My job will be to link up with other countries and peoples or to work inside.
In 1944, as the war situation grew increasingly tense, George Hogg and his friend Rewi Alley set off from Shuangshipu with the students, traveling through the Heshi corridor to reach Shandan. In the central region of Gansu, the cold was so bitter that some students, weakened by illness, could no longer walk, so George Hogg carried them on his back. After a journey of more than 1,000 kilometers, all the teachers and students safely reached Shandan. Once there, George led people in forging machine parts from scrap metal, building dams to harness hydraulic power, and producing bricks and tiles from desert sand and gravel. In just half a year, a once barren wasteland had risen into a thriving, little Bailie town. In the summer of 1945, George fell ill and died at the young age of 30. Before his death, with trembling hands, he wrote his final wish.